It is beyond me why you would click on this video, but I guess I shouldn't be talking because I made it. We have this photo here. I say photo. It's not like this was ever taken on a real camera. I hope not. I know there's going to be way too many comments saying, where can I find sexy chipmunk? It doesn't exist. It's in your head. Okay? And you wouldn't want it anyway, because as it turns out, it's a prisoner's dilemma situation in which the chipmunk or squirrel, I put S here for squirrel, is attempting a maneuver, okay? A very calculated maneuver, okay? We're going to go over what this means, okay? So we have Dave, which is player 2. So we're going to get player 2 up here. Player 2. And we have squirrel, which is player 1. Okay? And I'm going to say squirrel more often than chipmunk because I don't actually want to be... This is already probably going to be taken down. Maybe if I say squirrel, it's like, oh, well, I didn't mean it like, what? This squirrel's from a movie? I didn't know that. What? Dave? I thought that was just a guy's name. Okay, so essentially, we have situations here, okay? Dave, okay, well, let's look at it this way. If the squirrel confesses, okay, and I guess we'll pick a different color because we, gotta switch things up. We'll do green for squirrel. If squirrel confesses, then Dave wants to have his best payoff. And he can pick either between -15 or -10. So Dave is going to go -10. Because that's better than -15. If squirrel stays silent, well, Dave wants the higher of these two. And that's going to be 5. Okay? And then we're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. So if Dave confesses, well, squirrel wants the best possible payout. So that would be, well, to confess. And if Dave stays silent, well, we have to look at the same thing. So it's either going to be, so if Dave stays silent, it's going to be either 5 or 0. So again, it is to confess. So at every single point, at every single column and row or what have you, we have one box that sticks out. This box right here, which may look like a low payout in comparison to what we may have had down here, which is the zero sum. But as this mischievous squirrel has pointed out, Dave, let's not turn this into a non-zero sum betrayal scenario. The squirrel is trying to manipulate Dave into making a stay silent choice, which will always derive the highest confess utility. But Dave is also rational. But there's layers to this. But essentially, this is your Nash equilibrium. So if you were this is your Nash equilibrium, okay, NE. And that's the solution to this game. It's the prisoner's dilemma, except a lot better, except like a lot smarter. But we're going to go into his line here. But I'm going to talk about Dave for a moment here. I've been giving this seductive and manipulative squirrel way too much of my time. All right, he's getting into my head even. Okay, but the Dave character, what's going on here? Okay, the chipmunk's line, Dave, let's not turn this into a non-zero sum betrayal scenario, is not a plea. It is a calculated maneuver laced with strategic ambiguity. It appeals to cooperative rationality, but drips with the risk of manipulative defection. It is the same mechanism that governs illicit secrets, corporate collusion, whistleblower suppression, and even the unspoken dynamics between friends in crises. And what of Dave? Dave is the everyman. He is the coworker who knows too much, the roommate who saw the browser history, the friend who heard the confession at 2 a.m., over a glass of wine. He is the person who, like us all, must choose between the sweet must choose between peace and the carnal thrill of exposure, status, or relief. And that's essentially what's going on here. I hope this has been eye-opening, day-ruining, and absolutely splendid. Subscribe if you haven't already for more stuff like this, or block the channel, which would be just as equally rational. I wouldn't hate you for it. But I will catch you in the next one. I hope you have a great day.